Fiancé secretly took out a loan in my name, then tried to marry me before I found out. The first time I realized my engagement was built on a lie, I was standing in my kitchen holding a letter from a bank I'd never even heard of. I'm Laura, 31, from Milwaukee. I'm a registered nurse, and my life has always been about order and care. Even my hobby gardening reflects that. I like tending to things slowly, building something solid. That's what I thought I was doing with Mark. Mark, 34, worked in auto sales. He was charming, good with words, and everyone described him as a people person. He made me laugh, held doors open, and whispered about our future. But there were hints credit card bills he brushed off as work expenses, a habit of saying, "Don't worry about it," whenever money came up. 2 weeks before our wedding, I got a letter. It said I owed $27,000 on a personal loan. At first, I thought it was a scam. Then I saw my name, my social security number, and my signature only. It wasn't mine. My stomach dropped. Mark had taken out a loan in my name. I confronted him that night. He didn't deny it. He shrugged and said, "Babe, I was going to pay it off. I just needed some quick cash to cover things before the wedding. Don't ruin this over paperwork." My hands shook, but my voice stayed steady. "You forged my name. That's not paperwork. That's fraud." The next day, I went straight to the bank and filed a report. I pulled our joint wedding account statements, printed every message where he'd bragged about handling everything, and handed it to the fraud investigator. I called my sister, who's a lawyer, and she told me exactly which steps to take to protect myself. Mark spiraled fast. He bombarded me with texts, apologies, begging, even threats. At 3 a.m., he stood outside my apartment building, yelling my name, demanding I stop embarrassing him. Security escorted him out. I blocked his number. By the end of the week, the police contacted me. Forging my signature and stealing my identity wasn't something they shrugged off. Charges were filed. My parents, who had already paid deposits for the wedding venue, cancelled everything. We lost money, but at least we kept our dignity. The silver lining. I discovered who my real allies were. My best friend Emily moved into my place for a month, bringing me coffee every morning before work. My sister not only handled the legal mess, but made sure my credit wasn't destroyed. I felt more loved in those weeks than I had in my entire engagement. The bitter twist. Even after being exposed, Mark still tried to spin it. He told mutual friends that I had overreacted and that I should have handled it privately. But when people asked why he forged my name, he had no answer. And the first time I realized my engagement was built on a lie, I was standing in my kitchen holding a letter from a bank I'd never even heard of.